this lecture, we'll study precedence rule for time shifting and time scaling. Let y of t denote a continuous time signal which is derived from another continuous time signal x of t through a time shifting and time scaling. That is, let y of t is equal to x of at minus b. Here x of t is a continuous time signal, y of t is also continuous time signal, but y of t is equal to x of at minus b. Here we can observe that x of at is nothing but one operation, that is scaling operation, and t minus b is nothing but shifting operation. So in this, we supposed to perform two operations. One is scaling operation, one is shifting operation. Now the question is, which operation is to be carried out first? Let us analyze that. So put t equal to 0, we'll call it as equation number 1. Put t equal to 0 in equation 1. In that case, we'll get y of 0 is equal to x of minus b, because t is 0, therefore x of minus b, will call it as equation number 2. Similarly, put t is equal to b by a in equation number 1. In that case, we'll get y of b minus by a is equal to x of, that is b by a, that is a into b by a minus b. So which is nothing but, we will get it as y of b by a is equal to x of 0, because a will get cancelled and b minus b is 0. So therefore I can write it as x of 0 is equal to y of b by a. We'll call it as equation number 3. So equation number 2 is y of 0 is equal to x of minus b, and equation number 3 is x of 0 is equal to y of b by a. Here once if we obtain y of t which is equal to x of at minus b, the resulting signal y of t should satisfy these two equations, that is equation number 2 and equation number 3. Therefore, it is necessary to perform shifting operation first, then the scaling operation. Here we supposed to carry out shifting operation first, then the scaling operation. That is, time shifting operation is to be performed by replacing t by t minus b, that is in equation 1. I will call this as the intermediate signal, that is v of t. Therefore, I can write v of t is equal to x of, replace t by t minus b, that is t minus b. So we have performed the shifting operation. The remaining operation is scaling. So after shifting, we supposed to perform the scaling operation by replacing this t by at. Then we will get y of t which is equal to x of at minus b. So we'll write the second operation, that is scaling operation. Scaling operation is performed by replacing t by at in equation v of t. Therefore, I can write y of t is equal to x of AT minus B. This is known as precedence rule. That is, if y of t is to be obtained by scaling operation and shifting operation, in that case the proper order to be followed, that is, time shifting operation is to be performed first, then scaling operation should be carried out. We'll take one example. Now let's take one example to understand precedence rule. Now I'll write the previous three equation once again for understanding purpose. That is, y of t is equal to x of AT minus B. This was equation number 1, and equation number 2 was y of 0 is equal to x of t minus B, and the third equation was x of 0 is equal to y of B by A. Now we'll consider one example. Let this be x of t signal. Find y of t which is equal to x of 2t plus 3. So now here the equation 1 says that y of t is equal to x of AT minus B. I will rewrite this y of t as y of t is equal to x of 2t minus of minus 3. So here we can observe that by comparing this equation with equation number 1, we can say that A is equal to 2 and B is equal to minus 3. So according to precedence rule, we are supposed to perform shifting operation first. The intermediate equation V of t is given by V of t is equal to x of t minus of minus 3. That is, we'll perform shifting operation first. Therefore now x of t minus of minus 3 is nothing but x of t plus 3 is obtained by shifting x of t towards left by 3 positions. Therefore, the V of t signal can be represented as shift x of t towards left by 3 units. That is, we are supposed to add minus 3 to each time period points. That is, plus 1 minus 3, it gives minus 2. So this point will shift it to minus 2. We'll call it as minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. So this point will be exist at minus 2. The 0, this will appear at minus 3, and the minus 1, minus 3, that is minus 4. So the same signal x of t appears between minus 1 to minus 4. Let be amplitude of the signal is. So this is V of t signal. Now we'll try to perform y of t. So y of t is obtained by replacing t by AT in equation V of t. Therefore, I can write that is y of t is equal to x of 2t plus 3. We know that here the scaling factor is 2. If scaling factor is greater than 1, then the signal will be compressed version. Therefore, now the y of t is compressed version of V of t. and it looks like this. That is compressed by 2. That is so the same signal exists between -2 to -1. So this is the y of t signal. Now we'll verify whether equation 2 and 3 will satisfy or not. Here we can observe that t equal to 0, that is y of 0 is equal to 0. Y of 0 at t equal to 0 is 0. It must be equal to x of minus b, that is x of b value is minus b. So b value is -3, that is x of 3. So here we can observe that in x of t signal, the value of x of t at t equal to 3 is 0. Therefore, the equation 2 is satisfies. Now we'll verify whether equation 3 will satisfy or not. That is x of 0. The value of x of t at t equal to 0 is, say it is 1. Therefore, I can write x of 0 is equal to 1, which should be equal to y of b by a. So here y of b by a, b is -3 and a value is 2, which is equal to y of -1.5. So here this is y signal, this is -1, so in between is -1.5. So value of y of t at t equal to -1.5 is amplitude is 1, so which is also equal to 1. So this satisfies equation number 3. So this y of t satisfies equation 2 and 3. Therefore, we conclude that we are supposed to perform shifting operation first, then scaling operation. Now we'll see what happens if we perform scaling operation first and shifting operation next. So first, now we'll perform scaling operation. So first we supposed to perform x of 2t. So here I will draw x of 2t signal. So x of 2t is compressed version of x of t by factor 2. That is, it is compressed by factor 2. So this will be 0. This will be 1 by 2 because it is compressed by 2. And this will be -1 by 2. Now we'll perform shifting operation. That is y of t is equal to x of 2t plus 3. So shifting operation is done on x of 2t signal by replacing t by t plus 3. That is, we will get it as shifting this signal by left by 3 units. We will get it as 0.5, that is 1 by 2 will be added with -3. It will appear at 2.5. Let this be 2.5, and 0th origin will exist at -3, and -1 by 2 will appear at -3.5. Therefore, now the same signal will appear between -3.5 to -2.5 with the same magnitude, say 1. So this is the y of t signal. Now we'll verify whether it satisfies equation 2 and 3 or not. So according to equation 2, at t equal to 0, y of 0 is equal to 0. So it must be equal to x of minus b, that is x of, here b value is minus 3, so it is x of 3. So here we can observe that x of 3 value, x of t at t equal to 3 is 0. It is equal to 0. It satisfies equation number 2. Now we will verify whether it satisfies equation number 3 or not. Equation 3 says that at t equal to 0, x of 0 value is 1. That is x of 0 is equal to 1, and which is equal to y of b by a, that is y of, here b is 3 minus 3, therefore minus 3 by a, that is 2, which is equal to y of minus 1.5, which is equal to, here this is y of t signal at t equal to 1.5, its value is 0, which is equal to 0. Therefore it does not satisfy equation number 3. Therefore we supposed to follow the precedence rule, that first we supposed to carry out the shifting operation, then scaling operation. Thank you for watching.